Hey there, parents of my 11th and 12th grade American Play class. I'm excited about this class. This is the second time I've taught it, and it's always great with kind of these older kids to be able to dig deep and have lots of discussion and laugh a lot and think a lot about what a playwright is trying to teach us as he's writing a certain show. But we study 4 plays total over the course of the year. So in this term, we'll just do 2 plays and then 2 in the next. And with it, we kind of study the genre. So we're going to look at The Elephant Man first, which is a drama. And then we'll look at The Nerd, which is a comedy. So we'll look at kind of elements of drama and then the elements of comedy as well. It's a pretty laid-back course. I try to get the work done in class. Some homework. It's very, very interactive. We read the plays together. We discuss them. We watch movies after we've read them, or sometimes also we watch plays. And so we just kind of get all into it and talk about what's going on there and generally just have a good time. But my goal here is to take what they've learned in English so far and then apply it to interesting discussion that pushes them into new things they hadn't talked about. Or hadn't learned about in the past. And you can look here on Schoology. There's some specific information there. I want them to read a couple of scripts. If they don't want to read any more scripts, which is sort of understandable, I guess, then they can read an outside book of 400 pages or more. The scripts are going to be easier, less reading, but they're probably opt for that, and it's kind of interesting. But I just want them to do some extra reading additional so they get some extra plays. Excuse me. So they could end up this term reading 4 different plays. 2 that we heavily discuss and 2 that they just talked to me about. They're also going to do their day book, which is 25 pages of free writing. And really on that they can write about anything they want to. If they put it off and wait till the end, then it becomes this really crazy, silly, seemingly pointless assignment. If they've done a little bit as they go, things make a lot more sense. And it can be actually quite helpful, even therapeutic for a lot of kids to kind of use it as a journal sort of thing. And so, but those are a couple of things that are kind of long-standing and they're due at the end of the term. They don't want to wait for those, especially the last term of the year when some of them are graduating. That's going to be really pushing it. So having them get that done early. Good luck on that. I know you're dealing with that already. We're going to have WOW quizzes each Friday, long, full 5-day week. We have a WOW quiz at the end of the week where they're just accumulating a word list that they keep reviewing and being tested on over and over. So it's just trying to get them some more vocabulary they end up using. And we review it enough that they keep it long term. It's not just a quick cram and it's over with. This first week we spent time I wanted to see where they are in their writing, how well they write, how can they embed quotes, can they cite things, can they write formally as opposed to informally, can they do analysis instead of just summary. I want to see where they are. I haven't yet read those, so see how they did. And then when we come back after Thanksgiving, we'll start in on The Elephant Man. Now, one requirement for the class is pretty important, is that I am requiring every student to go and see a live show for this term, which is really fun. But the problem with that is you do have to arrange that. I want it to be live, and it usually costs money. So we do have already, though, on December 8th at 2 o'clock, the Bag and Baggage Theater in Hillsborough is a Sherlock Holmes Christmas-themed whodunit murder mystery that's happening there. It's live theater. They are showing that show for like 3 weeks, I think. And we already have tickets for it. And because they're students, they get in free. It's normally a $30 or a $35 ticket. And afterwards, there's a Q&A time with the cast. So it's a really cool opportunity. I have enough tickets for everybody so far. We just need to meet at that theater on December 8th at 2 o'clock. I'm going to send out more information, but I want you to know ahead of time because all they do is show up to that. We'll end up discussing it a little bit in class, and they get credit for that assignment. Otherwise, they have to arrange that on their own, which can be really, really difficult, especially if they start to get in a time crunch. So just know I've already made arrangements for that. So it takes the excuse out if they couldn't do it, if they can't make that performance, then they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do. And I don't want them just to watch a movie of a TV show. There's something about live theater that's really, really important. So that is pretty much everything. I'm looking forward to it. Please encourage a kid to give their all, to not give up. I don't have a problem giving lower grades if they're just not going to do the work. They need to, and this is for some of them their last English class, and they just need to finish it and do their best. It's an easy class to succeed in, but there is work that they need to do. So it's not work free. It's just easier and a lighter load. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Email me or whatever, and I'd love to help out more and more. Looking forward to it. Thanks, bye.